If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so the top trending topic at the moment, people are discussing the Iowa caucuses, hashtag Iowa caucuses, or the Hawkeye cockeye, which I'm going to start using. I like that.
But none of that means anything for the actual election, though, right?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know how caucuses
Because we're still
work.
over a
It's
year
very
away
confusing.
from the election and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think any of it counts for anything at this point.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's the primary season because they go to New Hampshire next and then South Carolina. So it's part of the primary.
So the primaries have already started?
Yeah.
Because the convention's not until like a year. Well, I guess it's I guess we're in 2024 now. So it's
it's November is the election.
So. Yeah, you're right. I guess so.
So it's this summer, I would guess. But yeah, a lot of people showed up. They were worried about voter turnout because the weather in Iowa is so bad, as it is for a lot of the country. A lot of people under severe winter weather. But right below that, everybody's talking about the Eagles last night losing the game in a dramatic fashion. Well, I guess it wasn't dramatic. They just got beat up.
But the Eagles,
slapped around.
the defending NFC champions, lost 5 of their last 6 games. I think the last 3 in a row as well, and then got blown out last night. They're about to dismantle that entire organization, they say.
Yeah. And now, for my own selfish reasons, I'll be ready for Green Bay to be put out.
What's your beef
Why
with
Green Bay?
Because Tua has been put out, Baby Jalen has been put out,
Yeah.
and Reggie Love, because wasn't Reggie Love in that quarterback class as well of those 3?
I do not.
So I want Burrow to win a
Oh,
Super
you mean
Bowl.
Jordan Love?
What'd I say?
Reggie
Love. No, Reggie Love worked for Obama. I'm talking about Jordan Love.
Yeah, he was in that class, yes.
So I don't want any of those quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl before Joe Burrow does.
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
All right. Are any of the 4 games that are going to happen next week, are any of them going to be on Peacock
Yes,
again?
there's one that's going to be on Peacock.
But is it exclusively on Peacock?
No, not this
though?
week.
There's not one exclusively on Peacock this week?
It's on that
No.
and NBC.
Okay, because I know they were being roasted because they released a deal touting 23 million people watched that game Saturday night, and people just shredded them.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a bold move to do that in playoffs to put it exclusively on. I saw they set streaming records on.
Sure.
What are they supposed to be upset about that?
Yeah, well, yeah. The people said the problem is they probably could have done 33 million views. They probably could have done 10 million more viewers had they not put it on Peacock. But this is where it's going, and this is just the first step.
Put it on Peacock.
It's going to be these things are going to go. You're going to pay $6 a month to watch the NFL, and then have to sit through a bunch of commercials.
Yeah.
Put it on God and put it on Peacock.
Yeah. So the Chiefs are playing the Bills. So I'm assuming Taylor Swift is going to be amongst Bills Mafia.
Probably not. I would think not. She doesn't go to the away games, does she? She's on to one.
I don't know, but that just means she doesn't care enough to go.
Okay.
I think she's got to show up.
I think it would be cool
In
if she
playoffs,
did.
you're not going to show up for your boyfriend?
Right.
Yeah,
Man.
Maybe she has already used all of her miles.
Yeah. I can't swing it this
Can't
week.
afford a ticket.
I needed that 30 days to get a cheaper ticket. I can't afford it right now, so I just see when you get home.
Can't swing it. Vivek Ramaswamy has dropped out of the presidential campaign, so people are talking about him. Last night was the 2023 Emmys, the E and EGOT, and Succession, the show called Beef, which Alexis watched. You're the only
Yes.
person I know that watched Beef. And I saw Jennifer Coolidge won for the White Lotus, and that's kind of her thing now to
Yeah.
be just kind of this flighty, hi everybody. That's pretty good Jennifer Coolidge, I don't mind saying. So a lot of people were watching that last night, or maybe they weren't. I think they were watching football, but kicking off halfway through the award season. And then today's National Fig Newton Day, which TJ loves, and don't forget, Alexis loves all the Newtons.
Oh, even
All the
Isaac
Newtons.
Newton. I
Even
love him.
Isaac Newton.
I love him too.
He's great.
Yeah,
He's
you know.
fabulous.
Do you love Newton, North Carolina?
I do. All of it.
All Newtons.
Yeah. There's a Newton up in Massachusetts. I love them over there too.
I love my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Newton.
I love her.
Still love her.
I love her for you.
So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Award shows have a great emotional impact on one member of the Ace and TJ show. Who is that member and what is the impact? We'll find out and laugh at it coming up next.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. Maybe you have heard that this is not the time to be buying a house. Well, you have heard wrong, and you haven't heard from our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies who's here today. Is this a time to buy a house, Richard?
Well, the thing I tell everybody, it's time to buy a house when you need one. And there's always so much hype about this or that. If you need a house, you should contact us. It's nonsense, TJ, not to buy a house from me. And this is why. We have the mortgage company. We have the realtors. We have the closing agencies. And we discount everything. That's the thing that you don't hear in the purchase market. You get a great deal. Not only are you going to buy a house, we're going to give you unbelievable on the mortgage, help you out with the closing. It's something that really needs to be talked about in the market because nobody does it.
It's one place where you can do everything and save yourself some money in the process.
Yeah, that's the thing. Car dealers talk about buy a car from me, save a bunch of money. Well, buy a house from me and save a ton of money. It's that simple.
It's super easy to do. Just call 704-800-4719 or homewithrichard.com.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calitrin Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calitrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
Blah, blah. Make sure you go get signed up for Ace TJ Prime and Ace TJ Prime Plus. Rewards, awards, all kinds of free stuff, and access to the Ace and TJ show like you wouldn't believe. I think the latest thing we posted up there that you won't be able to get on the regular podcast or radio shows is Ace's colonoscopy results. I'm talking about access like no other.
Full video.
The video of it, the whole thing. He's like Katie Couric up in there on the table. So if you want to see Ace's colon, go get signed up, acetj.com/prime. Oh, and there's another TJ's political show going up today. And it is it is fire.
There's also a brand new edition of The Old Stuff, which is some old content from the Ace and TJ show that's up today.
See, I always thought you were saying the old stuff, that it was just like a video of you driving home.
Old stuff.
Look at old stuff.
Check it out.
The Emmy Awards show came on last night and hosted by Anthony Anderson, straight out of Compton. A lot of people don't know that he's straight out of Compton, where he was born and raised. And I haven't watched an award show like that on TV since probably the early days of the Clinton administration.
Okay. It's been a while then.
Yeah. Because I don't like getting preached to and all of that. And I ultimately figured out that I used to watch them for material to talk about on the show. but I was too young to be flirting with a heart attack like that because I would get so mad during the show because of the stupid celebrity communists. And the reason why, in my defense, is because I like freedom and America, and most of the time they don't, and they speak out against it. But Alexis just says something that in all of the 21 years we've known you, I've never known. You cry at all award shows.
Oh my God, I get so emotional. Sometimes if I need to have a good cry, I'll go on YouTube and watch compilations of acceptance speeches and people winning awards just to cry.
And it doesn't matter whether you watch their shows or whether they're your favorite actors or whatever, just the emotions of you won this great award and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, because you can see it in their face, like when they win that award, pure raw emotion. And I feel so happy for them because that has to be such a big, huge moment in their life that, I don't know, I get worked up. I love it for them.
I don't remember what Academy Awards it was, but it was in the 70s. There was an actress named Shelley Winters, and she was nominated for an Academy Award. And she was so psyched out about what she was going to do when she wins the award, and if she wins the award, she's going to do this and do that and do this and do that. So whenever they called out the winner's name, it wasn't her, but she thought, because she was so programmed that it was going to be her, she jumps out of her seat and starts to run down the aisle, and her husband notices it and has to physically, literally tackle her in the aisle to keep her from running on stage and making a fool of herself.
I need to see that video. Do they have that
I'm
video?
I'm sure it was a famous Oscar moment, but
What?
you just cry because you're happy for them and all of that, which is great. It's sweet. Nothing else coming afterwards. You think I'm about to make a joke?
Yeah,
at your expense?
exactly. And I'm like, but where is it?
But I would say not many people do that. Cry at awards shows on TV. Even like Ace and Riggins, who cry at a bunch of different things. Ace, you probably would come closer to crying at an awards show for sports or something, probably.
Yeah, things like the Jim Valvano speech made me cry. Stuart Scotch speech made me cry. But these are both two guys that were dying when they accepted, and they gave these incredible speeches.
God rest his soul, I was a fan of Stuart Scott. However, I'm also the only person that will ever point out that he did not make up the line about cooler than the other side of the pillow. That was his catchphrase, and he wasn't the first to use it.
No.
So he's a thief?
Well, no, I don't think he ever claimed that he made it up.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, he did. And, I just hope he asked the Lord for forgiveness before he passed. Riggins the Champ always makes you cry. That scene in the Champ.
Yep.
I get choked up about child abuse and things like that, and also patriotic things. Rob, you cry at Pixar movies.
I cry a lot.
Do you cry more? You think you cry more than Ace?
Oh, I think for sure.
Sometimes
for a good stretch there, I was crying almost once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But being semi-agoraphobic, though, no one's there to hear your cries.
Once a day.
Yeah, I tear up a lot. I watch YouTube videos all the time. I mean, I cry over animals. I cry over people, over cartoons. I just like crying.
You cry when the military people come home and surprise their kids?
100%. Or when they come, when the pets come back to them. Mm-hmm. They had like a military dog and they get to retire them and they bring them home in the airport. I love it. Oh, it's like the best.
Yeah. I mean, but you know how those are going to end. I mean, I'm so over those videos. Yeah.
Such feel good
like showing up at the school assembly and all of that. I mean, okay, look, here's what's going to happen. The kid's going to go, Dad, and then run, and they're going to hug, and blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Oh, you're so jaded.
Write a new ending, please. Are those video? I'm sick of those videos where someone hears for the first time after getting an implant.
Or the ones where they see color.
Ugh. Come on, add a little excitement to it. Let's go. As Riggins would say, pick it up. Let's go. I want to see something else. I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Just joshing. There's a new segment that I say this all the time, but we're gonna make a full segment out of it. So it is sanctioned now on the Ace and TJ Show. It's called You Don't Know How to Act. Coming up next.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ Show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Okay, Alexis, we got to be fun and funny and stop watching videos that are making you cry.
What are you watching?
Just acceptance speeches from the Emmys last night.
Mm-hmm. So award shows make her cry, and she won't stop watching them. Okay. But I logged on to the newses this morning to be ready to talk about things on the show today. And one of the first things I saw was in the New York Post, and it was a big picture of the dazzling stars who were on the red carpet last night. And there's a picture of Selena Gomez and some other people Jessica Chastain is also in the picture. And then in the bottom left corner is a picture, just a close-up of their heads, of that Kourtney Kardashian and her fella, Travis Barker.
Okay.
And in the picture, they are leaning in for a kiss because they're in love, Didn't they just have a baby?
Yes.
Which is sad. Feel sorry for that baby. In the picture, though, he's leaning in for the kiss, and before he even gets close to her mouth, he's got his tongue hanging out of his mouth.
Ew. Let me see.
And it looks disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Gross.
Ew.
You know why? Because he looks disgusting and gross to begin with. I don't care whether you like him or not. He's gross looking, and he tries to be gross looking. So mission accomplished. But if you focus on this picture, this tells you that that they are trashy. Anybody that is in public and you make a spectacle of yourself doing something trashy, like sticking your tongue out of your mouth before you lean in to kiss your wife, you don't know how to act. And you haven't been raised properly, and you are trash. No doubt about it. Anybody with any morals at all would say you are trashy.
Yet sexy.
She looked good.
No, that's not sexy. That's not sexy at all.
And so from now on, I'm going to stop holding back, and I'm going to call out people for doing trashy
When
things.
have you been holding back, bro?
I've held back.
Never.
It's about time, TJ.
Right.
It is about time.
So today's award for You Don't Know How to Act goes to Travis Barker for being super trashy and not knowing how to act in front of people.
Just Travis Barker.
Oh,
Well,
and
because
Kourtney Kardashian as well.
Well, wait, is her tongue out as well, or just his?
No, but she married his trashy, so
Okay. So she
or
gets
whatever.
lumped in the-
Are they married?
Yeah, they're married.
they're married.
Well, yeah, and so she's trashy too. Even though I find her to be the most attractive of the Kardashian sisters, because she's the smallest.
Oh my God.
Now that I'm just joshing.
No.
But I don't care who you are. If that's what you do in public to make sure your picture is taken with your tongue hanging out of your mouth, going in to kiss your wife, then you don't know how to act.
And that's the award.
Congratulations, Travis Barker, the first official recipient of the Don't Know How to Act award.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There is something that has gone on because of the weather being such extreme conditions that it's making me feel sorry for this group of people, and I usually don't feel sorry for them. But in this case, I think I do. I have sympathy for them. I'll tell you what happened coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Join the Stowe Family YMCA for the 2023 Fall Festival Family Game Night. It's a nostalgic night where board games come to life, featuring trunk or treat, arts and crafts, a bounce house, and more. It's Friday, October 27th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stowe Family YMCA. Get more information at gastonymca.org.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Alexis, stop making yourself cry.
I can't.
Why are you doing that?
It feels so good.
Every time I look over, it's another person accepting an award. You know, who is that? That's like a supporting character from the show. It's like
Best cinematography.
I just can't help it.
She's watching award recipients from the Emmys last night, and their speeches make her cry. Every one of them, it seems.
Yeah.
There's no way every one of them is emotional enough to make you cry.
I'm just emotional these days.
I think they should have an award show just for men. Do special performances by men and call it the Emmys.
Emmys.
That's a good
That would be great.
That's a good idea.
Look, we've talked about, these stories from around the world when snakes come up through people's toilets and stuff like that, and how scary that would be if you're, doing your business and a big snake comes up into the toilet. Do you think that would be terrifying, right, Alexis?
The worst thing in life.
Okay. Well, is it worse than this? In Portland, Oregon, their largest sewage station has been running at half capacity after one of their pipes froze. Excuse me. So a backup generator also froze because it's so cold up there. And it sent sewage into about a dozen houses backing up through the toilets. And faucets too, I guess.
So nothing's happening at your house. Yeah, you're just watching some television, and next thing you know, you hear a noise and open your bathroom door, and the sewage is just shooting up through the toilet.
Or worse, why if you're on the bathroom, using the bathroom.
Or in the shower, and it just starts.
Oh my goodness.
Now, are you taking a python showing up out of the toilet, or would you rather have that?
You know what? I'm going to take the python on that one.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to try to run out real quick.
Okay, well, if it's a water moccasin that's venomous and looking to bite you.
God, I think I still might take
You take the snake?
odds. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you deal with the snake, it's going to be a lot less cleanup. I mean, you'd have to clear out your whole house, wouldn't you?
Ew, and the smell and God, absolutely
You'd
horrible.
have to have a professional company come in and probably sanitize the entire bathroom.
And my luck, I would be on the toilet when that happened because I'm usually a lot of the time I'm there.
I'm usually on the toilet.
I'm usually on the toilet.
I'm usually on the toilet watching acceptance speeches and crying.
Right.
Yeah. But we know if that happened to Riggins, it would mess up his iPad mini.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's always there. The Genius Bar is not ready for an iPad covered in.
Can't put that one in rice.
Yeah. So use this moment to count our blessings.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Everything you need to know coming up in Now Trending.
It's radio, it's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show. More next.